Okay, welcome back to part 4 of my first play of iRacing Arcade. Last week we were getting ready to start the Fiat 500 Endurance Series. 15 laps of Tsukuba. This should be interesting, and these little grot boxes. This will probably be a much longer episode than normal, as we are now starting to get into the endurance races. This part I'm looking forward to. These short races have been nice, but it'll be nice to see how the endurance and pit stops start to work, which I'm sure will have to come into play with 15 laps. And I'm starting in last. Let's see how we go. And we're off. First of 15 laps. I do enjoy this little recreation of this track. Feels like the AI is not as rushed or violent in its driving style, because it is a longer race. That said, it may just be because we're driving these little Fiat 500s, and as we move up in the racing grades, that might change again. After 2 laps, I'm mid-pack. Tyres are at 87%, fuel is at 81%. I'm not sure how this tyre model and fuel model will work. I mean, can you nurse your tyres like in some games, or is it just a set wear level? Or do looking after your tyres make it last longer? I guess we'll see. Alright, so I'm already at the front of the pack after 4 laps. Either I've gotten used to the difficulty, or the AI is not as aggressive in endurance races. I'm guessing it's probably more along the lines of I'm getting used to the AI. Five laps down, 10 to go. There's a semi-comfortable lead. Finding myself threatened heavily by the AI. Oh, I'm going a little bit wide there. Oh. One little mistake, doesn't take much for them to come back at you. He's keeping me honest. Bit of a nudge. Gonna come out my outside there, and then I've got the inside line. Approximately 3.7 laps of fuel left. Some of the drivers have decided to come in already. I might just stay out for that little bit longer. I might get away with one more lap. Tyres still seem okay. Be interesting to see how these pit stops work. This will be the first time I've pitted in the game. Yeah, we'll pit this lap. Ooh, well, I went a bit wide, but wasn't expecting it to be that early in the pits, but okay. Stopped, go. It's good to see a nice pit stop animation. So many games do negate a good pit stop animation. That was very nice. I did like that. That unexpected pit box and adjustment for it has affected me. I lost some valuable seconds there. Now I've got it all to do. I've only got about 3 laps to do it, so see how we go. I'm slowly catching up on this pack of 4. Podium could be on the cards here, which is probably a best result considering I was running away in first there for a bit. But my bad pit stop, down to my fault, has sort of affected my placings there. I'll give you all that room, Red Boy. There we go. Up in a second. don't think first is going to be totally achievable, considering we're about to start our last lap. Unless he has a shocker. Catching him at this point is probably not on the cards. Yeah, that absolute stuff up of a pit stop by me cost me that race. But I will say that was entirely and thoroughly enjoyable. It does bring a nice element into the game that I wasn't feeling in the short sprint races. So I think moving forward, when we start to go into the higher classes of endurance races, I think that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Alright, let's move on to our next race week. So 10,000, so there's nothing we can really... Here we can upgrade our... No, we're going to build one and get rid of one. Okay, so... Oop. Let's just start a new race week. Oh, okay, so the Fiat 500 Endurance was apparently just for 1 weeker, and season 1 is now complete. Right, well that's disappointing. 3 championships in 1 second. Damn. Alright, got some extra boosts, and this is where we can now choose what we want to run with here. Okay. F4 Academy, Fiat 500 Challenge. We've got some choices here. Starting our second year. I'm going to give the Caterham Academy a go. 6 laps. Okay. I don't want to use a rental. Maybe I have to buy. We'll use a rental for now. Okay. Let's keep it at the same difficulty. Let's try these Catherhams. Rental. Nice touch. That's a lovely little rendition, isn't it? Alright. Ooh, nice acceleration. A nippy little thing there. Oh, also fun to control. Ah, we're doing the more advanced layout, traditional layout. Oh, this is great. This is fun. Oop. Oh, I didn't get pinged for it. These Catherhams are a little bit of a challenge to drive. I am enjoying them, but They are a bit of a challenge to actually... Oh, everyone's knocking it. I figured I might as well as well. Oof, got a bit wide there. Oh, that hurt. I am not really troubling the scorers here, am I? Halfway through and only 3 positions up. Yeah, look, I think a rental car is not going to be the best thing for this championship. No performance bonuses, makes it very hard to win, let alone make a dent in the race. Oh, that's just been terrible. It is a nice rendition of the Grand Prix layout of the Bahrain track, and challenging. I think they've done a great job here. I really do. Oh! Sorry, dude. Everyone else cuts, so I figured I might as well, eh? Alright. That was a decidedly average race. 8th. Not bad. And I'm right to shrug my shoulders. Gonna have to work on that. We'll skip that. Podium. 8th. Okay, well, let's try this Formula 4. Stage 1 of 6, Maple Ridge. 6 laps. Okay, I have this car, so... Same difficulty, Master. Alright, starting at the back of the grid because it's the first race of this season. Let's see how we go. These little F4s were fun to drive previously, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm coming through. Seems the AI have stepped up again. Wow, we are all just smashing into each other. They're all over me. Two laps to go. Oh, messy as. Wow, that went from first to fifth in about 1 second. I absolutely got mugged there. Last lap. See how we go. I'll nudge this guy into a mistake, I think. I just about made one. I did make one there. I overshot that. I need to take these next few hairpins cleanly. Oh, they're all there. But I've got this one now. This is looking pretty good. Yep, got the win. Okay, that was a good race. I did enjoy that. And in case you're wondering about that meow, that is my special guest, Albert, my feline pundit. Well, what we've got here, we've unlocked the iRacing IMSA Sports Car Challenged VP Racing. Okay. Porsche Cup Endurance. This is great. We're getting a lot more stuff locked out here. Alright, let's do the Pilot Challenge. These cars were nice. Get some tyre sauce going there. Back at Tsukuba. Ooh, 12 laps. We've got an endurance. This is going to be fun. These cars are very enjoyable to drive. Alright, starting from dead last, let's do it. Oof. Anyone would think this is British touring car driving. Robin's racing. I just have to remember that... oh, gone a bit wide. Oh, I'm being sandwiched. Oh, that was not cool. But, them's the breaks when you're doing endurance racing. Sometimes you just fall into the middle of someone else's problem. As I was saying, I have to be careful on the pit this time to try and not cost myself too much time. I didn't realise that pit box was going to be so far forward. I think this time, it's a tough one. 7.1 laps. We're right on the edge of fuel use. And tyres. Well, tyres might make it, but... I'm going to take a pit at the end of this lap. A little bit earlier this time. Alright, got it that time. Great pit stop, guys. Great pit stop. It's neither a loss nor a gain in position, so potentially good. Oh! It's interesting. I had no control when I was touching him there. It wasn't an ideal pit box placement, but it got the job done. Interesting. Are the people in front pitted? I mean, considering their location proximity to me, I'm thinking they probably have. It's just that I was so far behind them at the point, they managed to get in and out quickly. Yeah, I would say with one lap to go after this, they've pitted already. Yeah. Starting the last lap, 6th of 12th. We're looking at a mid-pack finish, and that's fine. It's not a bad start to the series. Considering I started from last. Means we'll have a mid-pack start for the next race. Beautiful. That was a fun little race. New best lap time, happy with that. Not bad. Great way to put you down without putting you down. We'll let them do their podium celebration. Alright, Fiat 500 Challenge, we're entering the series. Right. Starting off with another short Fiat 500 series by the looks. No kill. And again, we're starting at the back for this first race of the Fiat 500 series. See how we go. Off and running. 3 laps of the classic British touring car circuit, Knockhill. Oh, nice move to the inside there. But now I've got the inside. Again, we're probably going to be looking at midfield position if I'm lucky. Not even that, 8th. Oof. 8th position. Not bad, no penalties. We'll skip past their trophy. Okay, so after that first week with multiple championships, apart from the F4 race. 8th for Fiat 500, 8th for the Caterham Series, and 6th for the IMSA Challenge. It's a very middle of the road week. Well, we're in our manage week. So what can we do here? I think we look at building. So there's the chassis shop, engine shop, garage. I think we upgrade one of them. What do you reckon? I think, yes, we could do the engine shop. So I reckon what we do, let's demolish the old engine shop. Yes, we're going to do that. Let's build a new engine shop, a bigger engine shop. Get some extra power there. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, still have 11,000. What else can we do here? 7.5 or a new chassis shop. Alright, well let's demolish the old engine shop, chassis shop. Yes. And we will build a new chassis shop, a tier 2 chassis shop. Where are we going to put this one? I think in the same place. No, can't put it in the same place. Yes, we could. Beautiful. Alright. Let's go to the garage. Need an open car slot bar. We need a bigger garage. Well, we will have to work on that one. Silly me. That's alright. If we can get some stronger cars and get some better positions for a win, the money should come rolling in pretty quickly to upgrade the garage. I think what we will do, we will extend this road out a little bit just to make it a little more impressive. And we'll run a road along here as well. That's better. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. A Team HQ. Let's put a Team HQ in, shall we? Doesn't need to be super impressive yet. Just enough to... Okay. You can now hire drivers. Alright, well... Let's start our race week. Start race week 2. Okay, so we've got our generated boosts. Friendly steward, okay, 1 pedal shield. Okay, so we've got a few boosts here. Week 2. Ooh, we're adding Kyle Army into it. Sashin Ring, Motorland Aragon. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's go to the garage. Okay, we can only add 1 driver. And that's fine. So this week coming up, and in the next episode, we will run stage 2 of our Fiat 500 Challenge, Formula 4 Challenge, Caterham Academy, our Porsche Cup, and our IMSA Pilot Challenge Endurance. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.